it's awesome that groups like yours do that, where the profits go back into keeping the cemetery, so that you can continue doing the things that you do there, like the Devil's Night Tour at Concordia.
Yes, that is our next ghost tour, which is going to be on the 30th of October, and that one is going to be really creepy and really fun. And again, the proceeds from that once again go back to the cemetery.
And this is on All Hallows Eve.
Right.
And like, what kind of stuff goes on there? Like, what do you do there? Like, do you go from section to section talking about the cemetery's hauntings and legends?
And for for Devil's Night, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go rogue a little bit, and we're going to kind of go off into some of the darker areas, the more unexplored areas, and kind of let our guests kind of have more of an adventure rather than the regular tour. So we're going to go off-road a little bit, into the dark.
And I've seen some really creepy pictures that people happen to get when they're at Concordia.
Oh, definitely, yes.
When we ask for some listeners to submit ghost photos, one that you will find, you can go to KissElPaso.com right now and click on the Mike and Tricia tab. Or if you follow us on Facebook, Mike and Tricia Facebook, or the Kiss El Paso Facebook, there's also a link there. There's one that was taken at Concordia, and you were telling me that that was on one of your tours? That was on one tour that you were on?
Right. That was a tour that we did, I want to say probably about 3 years ago. It was in the summer 3 years ago, and we were in what was called the infants nursery section.
That explains the picture.
Exactly.
That's where the crib is.
Yes, and where they have all the little white crosses where all the little children are buried from the influenza epidemic.
Yes. Yeah. Remember when we left the recorder in the tree years and years ago? We left the recorder in the tree. And we went across the street to Ellen J's. and when we came back the following morning, when we were listening back to it, we heard, and I quote,
"Hello." Oh, I believe it.
Like that.
It was super scary.
Like that. Now, I can't vouch, since we didn't stick around, that somebody didn't roll up on it. But I doubt it.
But yeah, that area, that whole area is very highly active, and that's where that photo was taken.
And what do you see on the photo?
If you look into the corner, like in the right corner of the photo, you'll see a little tombstone. And if you look closely at the tombstone, you will see that it looks like a little girl kind of leaning over the tombstone, peeking over. You can kind of see her arm propped up on the tombstone.
Yeah, like she's watching you.
Right. And when we went back later and looked at that grave is an adult's grave. But if you look at the grave that's directly right behind it, it is the grave of a little girl of that approximate age.
So it's not some kind of optical illusion where what we're really seeing is the gravestone behind it.
No, because actually when that photo was taken, I'm actually in the photo. I'm standing there on the left. When the photo was taken, I heard the girl gasp and look at her phone and say, "Oh my God, what is that?" And so immediately I ran over and we were looking at it, and I said, "Send this to me right now." And I sent it to myself because I wanted to get an unedited, unaltered, pure version of the photo. And we since went back and we have actually went in there and clarified that photo and really zoomed in on it, and there's this other version of it. I can post it later on our page, and it really shows the detail. I mean, you can see the ruffles on her sleeve, you can see a bonnet, and you can see her face. It's amazing.
She looks pretty old school, like old school, like 1800 old school.
Right. And at the time when the picture was taken, we did jump right into that spot and take several other pictures, trying to see if we could recreate that. And we didn't get anything like that image, no.
Yeah, because she's leaning on it, and it all kind of looks like that Willy Wonka meme, where she's like, "So, tell me about this ghost tour."
Exactly. Exactly.
It's really creepy. You can check it out right now on KissElPaso.com.
It's a great picture.
So, Devil's Night Tour on the 30th, Dia de los Muertos Festival this Saturday, the 28th.
Yes.
Lost El Paso Paranormal Facebook. Really, that's all you have to Google, and you will find their Facebook page.
And you can also hit us up on LostElPaso.com as well.
Heather, thank you so much. It's been very informative and entertaining. We appreciate you being a part of Mike and Tricia's Halloween.
Great. Thanks for